Phoenix. Here's Mabrey. Posting low. She's going to go to the free throw line on the foul by Carter.
Chennedy Carter. That looks like it hurt.
Did Marina Mabrey just drop a truth bomb about Chennedy Carter's on-court attack? The WNBA's latest drama is heating up, and Mabrey's words are setting the basketball world on fire. What could she have said that's got everyone talking? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Hold up. Before we break down that foul, we need to rewind. What made Mabrey trade in her Sky jersey in the first place? The answer's not what you'd expect, and it's got everything to do with why she just dropped 24 points on her old team. This isn't just about basketball anymore, it's personal. Let's turn back the clock to earlier this season, when Marina Mabrey shocked Chicago fans by requesting a trade. You might be wondering, why would a player want to leave a team that's been performing well? Well, that's where things get interesting. Mabrey's decision to leave the Sky wasn't just about playing time or stats. It was about something deeper, something that affects every player on the court: team chemistry. And boy, did that decision pay off in ways no one saw coming. Fast forward to Mabrey's first game against her former team. She's not just playing, she's on fire.
24 points in 24 minutes off the bench. I mean, she literally outscored their whole bench alone. Everything we've been seeing when we play against her, she's aggressive, she's able to create shots. And
in just 24 minutes off the bench, Mabrey drops a whopping 24 points. That's a point per minute, folks. But here's the kicker. She outscored the entire bench of her old team. Talk about making a statement. Now, you might think this is just another case of a player showing up their old team. But there's more to this story. Mabrey's performance wasn't just about proving a point. It was about finding her place in a team that values what she brings to the table.
I feel like your chemistry, you have to sacrifice for that player, so I appreciate that. Moving the ball and being in a read and react offense is really good because everybody's unselfish and whoever's open gets the ball, so.
After the game, Mabrey didn't hold back. She said, "I appreciate that. Everybody's unselfish and whoever's open gets the ball." Those aren't just empty words. They're a peek into why Mabrey made the move she did. She was looking for a team where she could thrive, where her skills would be appreciated and utilized. But let's not forget the elephant in the room, that clash with Chennedy Carter. It's like all the tension from Mabrey's trade request, her search for the right team fit, and her stellar performance against her old squad all came to a head in that one moment on the court. You see, Mabrey's journey from Chicago to her new team isn't just about basketball stats. It's about finding your place, standing up for what you believe in, and sometimes facing off against your past. And when that past comes at you with a flagrant foul, well, that's when things really heat up. You might be wondering what could possibly top Mabrey's stellar performance against her old team. Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the Carter conundrum. 4 flagrant fouls in one season. That's not just pushing the limits, that's shattering them. The question on everyone's mind, is Carter's undeniable talent worth the risk she brings to the court? Let's break it down. Chennedy Carter's no stranger to making headlines, but lately, it's for all the wrong reasons. This latest incident with Mabrey, it's just the tip of the iceberg. We're talking about a player who's racked up 4 flagrant fouls in a single season. That's not just a bad day on the court, it's a pattern that's got the whole league talking. Now, don't get me wrong, Carter's got skills that make defenders sweat. She can create shots out of thin air and draw the defense like a magnet. But here's the thing, all that talent comes with a price tag that's getting harder to ignore. Picture this, you're a coach, and you've got a player who can light up the scoreboard like a pinball machine. Sounds great, right? But what if that same player is one bad move away from getting ejected or suspended? Suddenly, that offensive firepower doesn't seem so hot. And it's not just coaches feeling the heat. The WNBA's at a crossroads here. On one side, you've got a player with undeniable star power, On the other, you've got a growing chorus of fans and critics calling for some serious consequences. It's like trying to balance a basketball on the tip of your finger. One wrong move, and the whole thing comes crashing down. So, what's driving Carter's aggressive style? Is it the heat of the moment, or is there something deeper at play? Some say it's just passion for the game. Others argue it's a lack of self-control. Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure, it's putting the league in a tough spot. Think about it. The WNBA's all about showcasing the best of women's basketball. But how do you do that when one of your star players is making headlines for the wrong reasons? It's like trying to sell a sports car with a busted engine. Sure, it looks great, but at what cost? And let's not forget about player safety. Basketball's a contact sport, no doubt about it. But there's a line between tough play and dangerous behavior. With each flagrant foul, Carter's not just risking her own career, she's putting other players in harm's way. That's the kind of thing that can change careers, and not in a good way. So what's the WNBA to do? Suspend Carter, and you lose a player who can fill seats and light up the scoreboard. Let her play, and you risk sending the message that this kind of behavior is okay. It's a classic case of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Just when you thought this story couldn't get any more intense, Mabrey steps up to the mic. What she says next isn't just surprising, it's a game changer. Could her reaction be the key to solving the WNBA's Carter conundrum? After the dust settled on that heated matchup, everyone was waiting to hear what Marina Mabrey would say. Would she fire back at Carter? Call for suspensions? Nope. Mabrey's response was something no one saw coming. Instead of focusing on the foul or Carter's aggressive play, Mabrey took the high road.
Early in the game, you came in, got a hard foul, flagrant foul to your face. Smack to the face.
I'm just going to do what the team needs. So if it means that this game they wanted to bring me off the bench, some games I might start, some games I might not. I just want to help us get a ring.
She said, "I'm just going to do what the team needs. I just want to help us get a ring." Talk about keeping your cool under pressure. This isn't just about brushing off a hard foul, it's a masterclass in professionalism. But wait, there's more to unpack here. Mabrey's words aren't just about one game or one player. They're shining a light on what really matters in professional sports. By focusing on teamwork and the bigger goal, she's showing us what it means to be a true athlete. You might be thinking, sure, that sounds nice, but what about Carter's foul? Here's the thing, Mabrey's response isn't ignoring the issue, it's reframing it. She's not getting caught up in personal drama. Instead, she's keeping her eyes on the prize, that championship ring. This isn't just talk either. Mabrey's backing up her words with action. Remember that 24-point performance we talked about earlier? That's what happens when you put the team first. It's like she's saying, I'll let my game do the talking. Now, let's zoom out for a second. Mabrey's approach is part of a bigger conversation happening in the WNBA right now. We're talking about sportsmanship, player safety, and what it means to be a professional athlete. Her response is like a roadmap for how to handle tough situations on and off the court. Think about it. In a world where trash talk and Twitter beefs get all the attention, Mabrey's taking a different path. She's showing that you can be competitive without crossing lines. That you can stand up for yourself without tearing others down. It's a balance that's not easy to strike, but man, does it make a difference. But here's where it gets really interesting. Mabrey's not just setting an example for other players. She's challenging the whole league to step up its game. By focusing on teamwork and championships, she's reminding everyone what the WNBA is really about. It's not just about individual stars or highlight reels. It's about coming together to create something bigger than yourself. And let's not forget the fans. Mabrey's response gives them something to cheer for beyond just points on a scoreboard. She's showing that character counts just as much as talent. In a sports world that sometimes feels like it's all about the drama, that's a breath of fresh air. So, what does all this mean for the future of the WNBA? Well, that's the million-dollar question. Mabrey's approach could be the start of a new trend. A way of handling conflicts that doesn't involve Twitter wars or press conference showdowns. It's about keeping your head in the game, even when things get tough. For more Hoops videos that cover the latest and greatest stories, click that subscribe button so you stay in the game. If Caitlin Clark can hit a logo 3, surely you can click a button to show your appreciation for all the hard work that went into making this video. It's free, so what are you waiting for? Subscribe and see you in the next one.